guys. I am excited. I am excited. I am excited. And I hope you guys have your notepads out because this is going to be a really impactful night tonight. And you guys know me, I don't bring anybody on heart to heart that is not going to motivate you, impact you. Sis, hello, Emmy.
Hey.
Do you see like the real deal?
You know, I'm just happy to be here.
So let me go ahead. Welcome everybody on Facebook. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for having us. Let me go ahead and mute this. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to come on in on Facebook. So we are using two different platforms. We are using Facebook and we are also using IG because I have my, I don't know what you want to call her. She's my PR, she's my social media guru, Emmy's on here. And she told me that if you guys don't get your life right when it comes to transitioning to Instagram, I'm gonna have some problems, okay? So I just want y'all to know that she is here and listen, we're not gonna be on Facebook all the time for these interviews, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys some time to come on here. I see that we have about 13 people live. I want you guys to go ahead and share this video because I'm going to read this young lady's bio and I know it's gonna impact you guys tonight. I hear feedback. I'm trying to see where's this feedback coming from.
Is it me?
It might be you.
Okay, hold on.
Probably need this too.
Let's see. All right, hold on. So I had to exit out of IG for a little bit because of the feedback.
Okay. So thank you guys for coming on. We have about 20 people live. Go ahead and share this video. I am excited. Go ahead and share this video. I am excited. So we're gonna wait for our speaker to come back on IG. We're having technical difficulties, but that's okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna send a request again. Because I think with both devices being so close, it might affect the sound.
Okay.
So I just sent you the request.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight with us. I'm going to go ahead and read this makeup guru bio. If you are watching us tonight, we have about 19 people live. I want you guys to share this video because somebody on your timeline need this information. But before we go ahead and read her bio, can we all just give her some hearts because this face is literally beat to the God. Like I am just like blown away.
Rudy, stop.
Like, her face just looks amazing. Okay. And I am like, I'm just gonna sit here and just take all this advice. But what I do want you to do is also try to put the volume down on your cell phone and see if that works.
It's all the way down.
Okay,
hey, so makeup by Jen.
Okay, so Adasa, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Adasa Pierre Lewis, lover of culture and makeup. She is a professional makeup artist turned into mogul. Her passion for education, beauty, and culture has demonstrated the significance of channeling royalty. Having started her YouTube channel in 2011, she continues to showcase the beauty of makeup and culture, one video at a time. Beyond the internet, Adasa exemplifies her makeup artistry skills by making her clients feel like royalty. Whether they are sitting in the makeup chair or learning how to manage the makeup brush, her mission is to teach women how to be the queen of their castle. Can we please get some hearts? Can we please get some hearts? Can we please get some hearts for this queen? All right.
Girl, what that, like you making me like blush. Like you making me
Sis,
shy good
it
right
is
now.
your day. Like, this is what we do here on Heart to Heart. Like, we show love, we give honor when it's due, Like,
Period.
we're not going to be here in the community and we're not going to show you love, sis. So this is
Touche.
what we do. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not going to wait till you pop off when you on TV and not honor you now, friend. You understand? You understand
Let me tell you though. Let me tell you what happens with
Tell me, friend.
everything going on, especially with social media. Oh, hold up, this feedback. Hold up, y'all.
We may have to cut
IG.
Instagram, IG.
Yeah.
IG, we love you.
Sorry, IG. Meet me on Facebook.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep you guys on. You guys just listen to the audio. How about that? But you can go ahead and All right,
there we go.
Perfect. So go ahead, sis.
All right. So unfortunately, I must say, like with the way social media is now, a lot of people like to watch people's progress, but they're not gonna say nothing. They're gonna watch. They're not gonna say much. It's not until you reach a certain stage or a certain caliber that's when they are going to give you the praises that they think you deserve, or truly support you through and through. I feel like that narrative definitely has to change, but I'm still growing, and this is just, honestly, I'm trying to drop gems so that people understand, like, this is a growing process. Like, there's room to improve. So Chapo Baludi for bringing me onto your platform and allowing me to be here with you and Heart to Heart. And I see what you're doing. I love what you're doing. I love how personable you are. Like,
period.
Period. So I'm all for it. Okay, I'm all for it.
Awesome. So we're talking about, for those of you, this is your very first time here on Heart to Heart, we're talking about Haitian women on the move. We're going to be showcasing a lot of Haitian American women who are entrepreneurs, who are making 6-7 figures. And the goal of this platform is to motivate you guys to step out and be all that you can be. As you guys know, I'm Haitian American myself. And I believe in, walking out purpose. I believe in, being all that God has called me to do and be, because let's just be honest, growing up as, Haitian Americans, I feel like, what our parents have, they taught us to live in fear for a very long time. They did not allow us to branch out into, our curiosity. We have these dreams, we have these desires, but it was always, let's go, work that 9 to 5, be that nurse, be that doctor, be that lawyer. But let's just be honest, that being a nurse, being a doctor, that's not really in our DNA. God has called us, for more and to be more,
Absolutely.
So I have the pleasure of being around, women who are doing great exploits here in Fort Lauderdale. I mean, it's great. I love what people are doing with the thousands of followers, but to be real, we have some real ones here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, that's doing the damn thing. I mean, that's just what it is, And so I want to showcase you guys, because it's time for us to, motivate each other. And because last month I interviewed these guys, and I was just blown away at how many streams of income that you can actually make, and you're only like in your 30s or less. It was amazing. So, today I wanted you to share your story with other women who desire to be entrepreneurs, who desire to get into makeup, who desire to, do the things that you're doing. And so that's why you're here. So, we're going to go back. We're going to just kind of go way back into, childhood, we're talking about, obviously, is her face not beat, you guys? Like, is her face like not like, woo, okay. Listen, y'all, I'm a funny story before we get into the meat of this. Like, I came on this thing bare because, I had an AC situation. Because let me tell you, I saw the devil today, y'all. But God, hallelujah, the AC is back and running. So, honey, when I saw my friend, I was like, Jesus, let me put a little powder. Let me try to do something with my eyebrows. Because, this is not, because I was looking like what I've been through today. But God,
Well,
So
first of all, I knew whose platform I was going to be on, so I was like, I was like, I can't just show up any type of way. I'm going on my friend's platform. Like, no, I have to see my me.
Right. So, friend, and you showed up and you showed out, and we honor you here at Heart to Heart. Okay. So, with our first question, we're going to talk about, growing up. What career path did your parents wanted you to take or thought you would take, and what path did you actually take?
Okay, so I feel like we can all agree on one thing for sure within the Haitian community. But then again, I don't want to only speak for Haitians. I feel like Africans, Caribbeans, education was a very, very, very sought out and influential thing growing up. We know that education drove literally your childhood, going to school, getting good grades, staying out of trouble, graduating, making sure that you have that degree, because it's the degree that's going to give you a name for yourself. So growing up, my mom was very big on education. My mom was a teacher in Haiti, so she played no games.
Right.
She played no games. And to this day, she still plays no games. So growing up in high school, elementary, middle, thank God, like I wasn't really a troublemaker. My mom just definitely emphasized, and she was very hard on me education wise. So growing up, I was like, I want to be a pediatrician. I love kids. Touche. I really do love kids. I was like, I want to be a pediatrician, but science was not my thing.
Right.
I did not like studying science. I never got good grades in science. I'd be lucky if I pull off a C. If we're being transparent here.
Transparencies, yeah.
I was lucky if I was able to pull off a C. So I wanted to be a pediatrician, but then I realized going into the medical field, especially pediatrician, going into school, it would be like a whole bunch of debt, many years of school. I wasn't with all of that. So going into FAU, when I got into FAU, my first major actually was nursing. It was nursing. And I remember this vividly. My mom came with me to the FAU orientation, and we were actually in the Grand Palm room. We were in the Grand Palm room, and I remember she pulled me to the side and she was like, Adasa, I know that you signed up for nursing, but science you're not too strong in science, and so maybe you should change that to education. Because in high school, actually, I taught Sunday school. I was very involved in the youth program or the youth group at church, whether it was, the dance leader or the choir or whatever the case may be, especially teaching Sunday school. I would say that that's where the teaching derived from. So I thank God that my mom saw my weakness and she saw my strength before I even saw it. So therefore she was able to derive me into a direction that works for me. And look, and here I am going into my 7th year of education, elementary education. I love teaching. Again, I do love kids. So luckily I was able to still keep that passion and that relationship with the kids in teaching. So I almost was a nurse, y'all.
Okay. Yes. So how did you, so let's talk about, so here you are, you're in education, right? And I love the fact that your mom saw the weakness, because sometimes our parents will still see the weakness, but because
they'll push you.
You know what? Yeah, because hey, there's money in that field. I'm still gonna have you. I'm still gonna push you to, be this or become that in that area, because I know at the end of the day is you're gonna bring home the money. You're gonna make me look good, around family and friends, but you're gonna be unhappy, right? So I love that you found that passion. So your passion is education. You love being with kids. So walk us through that step on how did you get into makeup?
I kid you not. It's a very ironic story. Freshman year of FAU, I want to say that summer. This was before YouTube was YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I used to just watch makeup tutorials. I would
Mm-hmm.
just watch like Eye Craze, Jackie Ina. Before Jackie Ina was Jackie Ina, she was
Yeah.
Little Pumpkin Pie '05.
Yeah.
That's for like the oldies. If like you old school like YouTuber, I just used to watch them. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy a palette. So I think at that time eBay was like more popping than Amazon. So I bought like a $20 palette and I just started playing in it. I just started playing. Like I would watch the tutorial, and while the tutorial's playing, I would just try to mimic it myself. I was
Mm-hmm.
looking like a clown, colors wasn't looking right. It took a lot of years of practice, a lot of years of humiliation, a lot of years of evolving within the
Mm-hmm.
makeup field. A lot of else. I did take a lot of else because, truth be told, when I got into makeup, it was just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was just for fun. But then I just started collecting makeup, playing in more makeup, playing in more makeup. So between my freshman year at FAU and I want to say my junior year, that was the area of time where I was just playing with it. And it was my junior year of FAU that I actually started my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I was so cachette, like I was so timid about it that I didn't tell anyone that I had a YouTube channel. And I
Mm-hmm.
just played. I just played in it even more to the point where my mom saw that I was just buying a whole bunch of makeup and she was like, Bako ne buki sa wabashte tout maquillage sa. Bon, c'est comment gaspiller na maquillage. And I was just like, okay, all right. You're going to say what you want to say, but okay. I'm going to keep going with it. And it just evolved. I kept practicing. I practiced on myself. I practiced on my friends. I have a cousin of mine who was a makeup artist at the time who mentored me. She gave me like things from her kit, and I would just play with those items to the point where I just literally kept at it. I kept at it. I kept playing with products, using products, trying different products, finding what works for me, finding tips and tricks that work for me that I could use on my friends or on my clients. And eventually that's when the clients started coming in. People were like, oh my gosh, you should do people's faces. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little scared. I don't know. I
Right.
don't really know about that just yet, but I practice. And I want to say it's been 10 years
Mm-hmm.
of just evolving in makeup.
And so I'm on your YouTube channel right now, and I did put the link on the live. So if you guys are watching, please go ahead and subscribe to her channel. So you
Definitely
have
subscribe.
6.36K. So you built this 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing what this was going to come.
Nope.
And then you just grew.
Just grew.
So here you are a teacher and you're a makeup artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just decided to let your curiosity just run wild, and you build a platform on YouTube. And tell us what else came about after you allowed yourself to let your imagination run wild. What else did you birth from this?
I can say that She Is Royalty was birthed from it. She Is Royalty is my social media platform where I display music, Haitian music. For my Haitians out there, I am a compa lover. I love my culture. One thing I stand for is my culture. And one thing that definitely drove me even deeper was seeing the Jackie Inas, seeing the Elia Jays, seeing all of these people like Nigerian beauty influencers. And I'm like, where's the Haitian beauty influencer? Where is she? Like, who is going to put us on the map? Who is going to represent for our culture and show that there is so much more than what the news has to show? So She Is Royalty was birthed. So showcasing culture, showcasing makeup skills, but along with makeup, of course, comes products. You can't have a beat face without the proper tools.
Right,
Or you
right.
can't have a beat face without somebody showing you the way. Because let's be honest, some people could watch YouTube and get, you know, a makeup tutorial or two and try to do it themselves, but sometimes you need an extra guiding hand to lead you to that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So Shop She Is Royalty was born, where I sell my royal brush set. It is an 8-piece brush set. It just clicked to me. It just clicked. I was like, this is it. This is something that can help people that want to learn how to do makeup, because everybody would be like, oh my gosh, what do you use? What brushes do you use? What concealer do you use? How do you do this? How do you do that? And it was just like, a lot of people want to buy these brushes, but honestly, there's a lot. It can be very overwhelming. So the royal brush set was born. We have Extraordinary, Slade, the lashes that were born too. We have the lash applicator. We have the beauty sponge. Shop She Is Royalty is a baby right now. She's crawling, but it is literally a queendom where every queen will wear her crown with grace and royalty, because with these products, you will truly feel like royalty. There's not enough unity within us as women. There's not enough unity within us as influencers or people that are just trying to reach the top. A lot of people want to be crabs in a barrel and try to like grab you down. But if I can help others, if I can teach others the way, I'm gonna do that.
That's good.
I have a passion for teaching. Again, teaching in this kind of, I've made it go hand in hand, and this is just the beginning. Honestly, this is just the beginning.
And I love the fact that you still have your full-time job, you know, and that kind of gives you the leverage to, you know, maximize what you really, really love, you know? And so my next question would be like, what were some challenges that you encountered through the journey of living out your dreams? You know, because some people feel as if that, well, you know what, if I want to be an entrepreneur, I have to leave my full-time job and I gotta. So how were you able to, I guess, balance the two without leaving teaching and still launching, you know, She Is Royalty?
It took a lot. It took a lot. With anything that you do in life, it's always a risk. Whether it's makeup, whether it's photography, whether it's artistry, whatever it is that you do in life, there's a risk, because number one, you have to, there's always that like thought in your mind, like, what are people going to say? How are people going to perceive you? And that alone can stop your progress. That alone could stop your journey. But being that I did think about that, and hence as to why I kept my YouTube in the beginning a secret, was because that was a thought in my mind that took more precedence than just enjoying the journey. So that was a challenge. But an even deeper challenge was me being a teacher, especially we're talking about elementary school kids. Let's be honest, these kids see everything.
Right.
Everything.
Yes, they do.
And the biggest challenge for me was knowing that my kids would see it, and then they're like, oh, did you hear Miss Pierre Lewis has a YouTube channel? Did you see Miss Pierre Lewis's channel yesterday? And you know, it's hard for me because when Miss Pierre Lewis is Miss Pierre Lewis, she is Miss Pierre Lewis. So when I'm about my business in the classroom, that's the classroom. I don't bring the outside into my classroom because my classroom has a bigger purpose. Not saying that it overshadows my hobby, but I keep that strict Miss Pierre Lewis in my classroom, and I did not want the kids bringing that into the classroom to the point where they will be distracted amongst who I am to them. And that is I still struggle with that a little bit. I'm not even gonna hold you. I still struggle with that a little bit because they try to subscribe, they try to follow me on Instagram, they try to comment under pictures, and I just cut it. I am Miss Pierre Lewis to you. I am not She Is Royalty. There was a student who called me She Is Royalty in the hallway, child. I was like,
sis, cut it out.
Let me tell you, when I tell you Miss Pierre Lewis had to, hey.
Right.
So
Right.
I would say that's a challenge. And also another challenge too is with the light of social media and just making everything seem like everything happens in a matter of a second, as far as success, as far as having a business, as far as life in general. Sometimes I'll be like, dang, this person has this many amount of subscribers, or this person has all of this going on, but here I am X amount of years later and I only get this. It's really difficult. It's really difficult.
Right.
That's why I try to stay tunnel vision. I fail sometimes. I do fail sometimes. I'm not perfect. Don't strive to be perfect. But it's hard balancing She Is Royalty and Miss Pierre Lewis, making sure I keep that fine line between the two. But then at the same time, I also know that even though the kids are looking, that also keeps me in line as well. Because I still have to make sure that I'm still being a role model for the kids that are looking at me.
That's good. So I want to ask some questions about your business. So what were, what are some challenges right now? Because I know you said that, you have to keep that tunnel vision. What are some of the challenges that you're currently facing at this very moment? I mean, we're currently dealing with this COVID-19, and how are you keeping yourself motivated? Are the sales coming in? Are they not coming in? Just for some people that want to that want to start their business, but they feel as if that, even for myself, I just launched something a month ago,
Right.
so how are you dealing with sales? Are they coming in? Are they not coming in? And if they're not coming in, how do you keep yourself motivated?
Well, with the business right now, it's been a little shaky. It's been
Mm-hmm.
a little shaky. I feel like sometimes people feel as if like because you have a business, every day is just like metro booming and your phone is just going off the hooks and it's just like order, 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 order.
Yes.
No, it's not like that all the time.
Talk
It's
about it. Let's talk about it.
there will be days I don't get orders. There will be weeks I don't get orders. But I'm not gonna stop.
Nope.
I'm not gonna stop. What keeps me going though is, even though it can be discouraging, but I'm still going to post. I'm still going to talk about my business. I'm going to make sure you still see my business in your face. I'm still going to make sure that my business still has its leverage and its platform and that it's seen. However, just keeping my eye on what I see for Shop She Is Royalty is what keeps me going. Because I know that Shop She Is Royalty is beyond me. I feel like God gave me this talent of makeup as a tool. I'm a tool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a tool. I'm not I'm not the key necessarily, but I'm the tool that will eventually take this business and grant blessings to others. Whether it is through the makeup, whether it is through giving other people jobs, whether it is providing for others, this Shop She Is Royalty is bigger than me. So even though there are days where it's very quiet and it can be very sad, that's when I just have to kind of like go back into my mind and I'm just like, okay, even though things are sad now, okay, let me try to work on something. Let me see what's going on in my mind. What's something else I might want to come up with, or what's another product that I think would be a good one to release to individuals or to my supporters. It's a matter of still knocking on those doors, and if those doors don't open, guess what, I'm gonna create my own.
Right.
I'm gonna create
That's
my
good.
own.
That's good. And I love what you said. And I think it's so important that as an entrepreneur, when you're launching things, it's so important to keep the vision before you.
Yeah.
You know, that is your why. Like, why did you get started? Because the moment you remove that vision, guess what? Out of sight, out of
Out
mind.
of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. So it is, I like what you said. So anybody here watching, because I have 26 people watching, and I hope all 26 of you guys are sharing this video. I hope you guys are getting something. But it is so important that you keep the vision before you, because if you don't, guess what? You will get sidetracked. You will be comparing your 3 years with somebody else's 10 years in business,
Yeah, definitely.
and you don't want to do that. But are you guys getting something? We have about 30 people watching. I hope you guys are getting something.
I
I hope
hope
you
you
guys.
guys are getting the gems and the reality, because earlier today, I was like, man, I'm going on this interview, but I want to give people a deeper look into She Is Royalty, because She Is Royalty is more than what people see on social media. Shop She Is Royalty is more than what people see on social media. There's a bigger purpose for everything in life. And regardless, use your tool, use your gift, because your gift was given to you for a reason. I didn't ask God to gift me with this talent, but one thing I have always said, like time and time again, especially to my mom in the beginning when she wasn't too fond of the makeup thing, I was like, I know this makeup talent wasn't given to me to be mediocre.
Right.
Neither am I a mediocre person. So I'm going to use this tool as best as I possibly can. And of course, there are some days that are a little shaky. There are some days that are a little sad. There are some days that could be very frustrating, but I'm going to keep at it until I keep at it and keep at it and keep at it.
And I like what you said that, even though your mother was not too fond of what you were doing, you still went ahead and you pursued. And I think it's so important for those who are watching that your parents already lived the life that they were supposed to live here on this earth. And so it's so important that you don't allow your parents to live their life through you. Does that make any sense?
Oh, no, it makes sense. Yeah.
They already lived their life that they were called to do and become. And if they missed it, then okay, then they missed it. Not that you really technically miss anything, especially if you on God's side, but it is so important that even though you don't get that yes or that little boost, from your parents, that you continue to pursue purpose because it's in you, and don't allow people to put their fears on you. So I love that, so that's just something for any of you, because I know I have a lot of you guys constantly inbox me, oh my gosh, my mom, doesn't really, feel happy. But what do you want to do? Stop allowing your parents to live their life through you. They had their chance,
And it's not easy.
Had
It's not easy. I must say, one thing about it is, let's be honest, our parents can be very tough. They can be very hard on us. And unfortunately, they don't support you until they see the money coming in.
Yes.
That's when they're like, oh, that's what it is. Okay, now I'm gonna back you up. Now I'm gonna support you. And I feel like that narrative can be very detrimental. If we're being honest here, that narrative can be very detrimental, because that our parents, them being tough, no, they're gonna drill it. No, and it's gonna be like you feel like you're stuck in between a rock and a hard place. But now my mom will be like, oh, on fait maquillage pendant week-end. And tell la maille dans l'église. Oui, est-ce que c'est ou même qui fait maquillage? And I just be like, bro, you fake. Bro, you come on, cap. That is cap. But I will say though, my mom and I did have to go through that transition so that now she supports me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we had to go through that deficit for me to get her support and for her to back up my vision.
And I think we have to, as Haitian Americans or anybody, if you're watching here and you have a goal and you have a dream, don't be afraid to go through that transition with your parents. Don't be afraid for that separation to take place. Because even Jesus, when he was healing and he was, doing all this stuff, no one really believed until they saw. So even the people that's on your platform, Adasa, and you who are watching, continue to share, continue to promote your business, because somebody is watching. They're encouraging somebody.
They're watching. They are watching. Social media, they're not going to say anything, but they are watching. They're watching your every move. Unfortunately, some people will watch just because they want to see you fall. If we're going to be honest, some people are going to watch you to see you fall, but use that as ammunition, because there are those that are watching you because you are an inspiration to others. There are some people that are watching you because they they're motivated by your moves. They're motivated by your actions. They're motivated just by you being you. So keep at it. It can be discouraging, but don't stop. Like, there were a couple of times I wanted to throw in the towel. There were a couple of times I did want to throw in the towel, but I'm glad I didn't, because I didn't come this far just to stop here. Like, this is not enough. This is not enough.
Right. That's good. We want to open the floor for some questions. Do you guys have any questions?
Yes, ask questions.
Before, but how is she doing so far? Y'all give her some hearts, give her some hearts, give her some thumbs up. Yes, don't do my friend like that. She's new. Heart to heart. So show her some hearts, give her some hearts, give her some hearts. We want to open the floor for some questions, because we do have a lot more questions that we want to hear. But if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to kind of cultivate those questions for her. So we're going to look at somebody said, you said a mouthful, sis. Somebody said YouTube channel. They're multitasking. So they on your YouTube channel, sis, and they on your Instagram.
Thank you.
Somebody is very inspiring and you're very motivating. So I'm just going through the comments here. I don't want you guys thinking, but I did link her YouTube channel in here, guys, and I also linked her Instagram. So show her some love. I just want all of y'all to just go love on her page. While you guys are working on your question, we're gonna go ahead and take the next question.
Awesome.
So that way you guys have time to, we're gonna go back in here. So we talked about your challenges. So what advice would you give to a woman or a young girl? I think we've covered this, but we're just gonna go a little deeper. But what advice or would you give to that young woman or that young girl who struggle with living out their purpose because they want to make parents happy or their friends happy, or they don't really see a blueprint of what exactly they want to do?
There's not going to be a blueprint to anything. There's no blueprint to anything. There are going to be people that experience certain things. There are going to be people that have gone through certain things, but my journey and someone else's journey is not going to be the same. So therefore, there is no blueprint. I don't have it figured out. I'm just here trying to, it's kind of like trial and error. Like when you have a math problem, there's different strategies that will help you reach the answer to that math problem. Right now, it's just a matter of trying different strategies. So to the young girls, young boys that do want to aspire at something, make sure you're aspiring for something with a greater purpose. Because it's the purpose that's going to drive your ammunition. Some people want 100,000 subscribers on YouTube just to have a plaque and just to do, foolishness on YouTube. How is that helping others? If you're using a tool that God gifted you with, be purposeful with it and think about others. I feel like your purpose is your drive. Your purpose is your why. Because that, again, like we talked about earlier, that's what's going to keep you motivated and that's what's going to keep you going. So even though you do have friends that might not support you, even though you do have friends that might talk about your craft behind your back, prove them wrong. There were people that talked about my makeup artistry. There are those who talked about my makeup artistry. There are those who were like, she only know how to do her face, but she don't know how to do other people's face. But they're still here watching. Use that as ammunition to keep going and to keep striving and to keep your eye on the bigger picture, whether it is supporting your family or building the gateway to leave something behind for the future generation. Keep that at the forefront.
And I like the fact that you said that you use those words as ammunition, because sis, you do other people's faces.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh, okay. I thought somebody said something.
I, I thought you had said something about my artistry. I'm kidding.
He's like, hello, hello. So someone said, I think we already covered this, but if you want to just briefly just summarize what you said. Someone wanted to know, they're just joining on and they wanted to know what made you get started into makeup or start the business.
So makeup was simply a hobby. I played in it so much that it became a way for me to express myself. Communication is not my best aspect. We're being transparent here. Communication is not my best aspect, but when it came to makeup, I was able to express how I feel through my makeup. So with playing in it and just doing different tips, tricks, that's how I got deep into makeup, which then triggered Shop She Is Royalty, because a lot of people would then ask me like, hey, how did you do this? How did you do XYZ? What did you use? So when everyone kept gravitating towards me with the questions, that's when I was like, okay, I have something here. If I can provide people with the tools on how to get better at makeup, I will do that. Because a lot of people, they will sell you a $500 class. They'll sell you $1,000 class and give you a whole bunch of fluff.
Right.
They're not really teaching you how to do something makeup artistry wise. But then that's also where the royalty party stem from as well. Annually, I have a hands-on makeup class where I would teach individuals that wanted to learn how to do makeup. I would teach them tips and tricks, be very hands-on. Me being a teacher, I'm very hands-on with everything. Go around, help someone with this, help someone with that, and let them leave knowing that it's because of your class I was able to do my eyebrows. It's because of your class I was able to apply my lashes. I'm here to help y'all.
Right.
I'm not selfish with my talent. I'm not selfish with, I'm selfish with some stuff. I can't give y'all everything. But I'm here to elevate queens, because a lot of people want to teach you certain things, but it's not with a good heart. It's not with good intentions.
Right.
Those are the type of people you got to be aware of.
Yep. And I like what you said, because I think people need to understand that passion that you have, God will use it to bring in income, because here you are, you're teaching kids, you're teaching kids, but at the same time too, you're also putting all the skills that you're learning in the classroom. You're using it with women to edify them, to build them up, to teach them how to do makeup, and I know a lot of you guys, y'all reach out to me for brows and everything, but just in case I'm not available, my girl is here to teach y'all,
I love it.
So listen, just go. And I'm just like you, Adasa. Like, I'm not selfish, because I got, like, you do makeup. My homegirl, Tanice, she does makeup. And I'm gonna be real, sometimes I don't feel like doing makeup.
Yeah, it happens. Let's be honest. There are some days you don't want to touch a brush. Some days you just want to
vibe. So guess what? I'm just happy that I got women in my circle that, hey, if I'm not available, guess what? I'm going to send you to them. So if you guys are following her, if you guys are not following her, go ahead and do that, because she's going to bring her makeup classes back again. She's going to have these hands-on classes, and I need y'all to go.
We need COVID to go.
Right. And then she has brushes where she's going to teach you exactly how to hold the brushes, what to do with the blending and all that stuff. Absolutely. Okay. So we do have one question from Estelle. She said, what's a best way to overcome the spirit of fear or being afraid of failure, if you ever experienced that in the beginning of your journey? So how did you overcome the spirit of fear or being afraid of fear? And, let's go.
Some days are better than others. Some days are better than others. I would be lying if I said that I have no fear. I'm not scared of anything. I'm not one of those individuals, because I'm very analytical and I could overthink. And then those overthinking thoughts just linger and just make things worse. I would say one thing that helped me for sure is journaling. Sometimes just writing things down, writing down my vision, writing down what I had in mind, that would help me overcome the fear. Also, my friends, my friends that are legit family at this point, the people that surround me, the people that believe in me sometimes more than I believe in myself. Those are the people that also have helped me overcome that fear, because I could say by the grace of God, those people have helped me keep grounded. They're like, Adasa, you could do this. Like, I kid you not, you had Woodland on the show. Woodland was the first person.
The MVP, the GOAT.
That is my brother-in-law, y'all. I am his mind. I am, thank God, for allowing me to go to FAU and to meet these people. But God has blessed me with these people that just push me and continue to see a bigger picture that I did not see. I remember when I had the idea of the World Tea Party, Willen was the first person I told him. I was like, Willen, I want to do a class. I was like, I want to do a class. And he was like, go for it. That pushed me. Willen was there to help me at my first class. Marge, me practicing on Marge's face. I know probably back in the day, them pictures are real crazy. Practicing on her face, practicing on Mel's face, practicing on my friends' faces. Also, like, even with my brushes, no one knew about my brushes. Willen was the first person to know about my brushes. I was like, Willen, I have an idea. Let me show you XYZ. Being blessed to have a circle of people around you that see your vision and see the passion and can push you into a better direction, that has also helped me overcome the fear, because I know that there are people in my corner that I can't let down.
Right.
I can't let them down. And I can't let my mama down. I got a Haitian mama that's depending on me too,
Right. And just to add on, fear, and I live by this quote, fear only gets loud when you do something that matters. So anytime you are doing something, Estelle, understand that if you feel that fear and your stomach is bubbling, understand that is something that you need to launch out and do. And also understand that the longer you take to step out and to do what God has called you to do, the longer the person who is tied to that purpose will suffer and die. I'm one more time. The longer you take to step out to do what God has called you to do, the longer the person who is tied to you, will suffer and they will die. So I think when people, think about purpose, they need to understand that, you said something earlier, you saw all the makeup, people that had all these different platforms, but you didn't see anybody in the Haitian community doing that, I mean, I personally didn't see it, and so you created a place for women, Haitian American, wherever, to come to you, and so I think people need to understand that when you step out, I don't care who's doing makeup. I don't care if there's 50 people doing makeup. I don't care if there's 60 people that's a social media guru, but there is something that in your DNA that stands out that nobody has.
Absolutely.
So, and that's what you have to realize, that, when I step out and do this, it is because it's in my DNA. I got something that, Adasa does not, I have something that Shaquita does not. I may be able to take this, a makeup brush and, twirl it around that, sister girl over here cannot. You have to put yourself in that position as a woman to realize, what's on the inside of me is different.
Right.
And no one can take that from me. And so
and you are you. Yeah. You are you. Like you're the only you. You're the only version of you. And let's be honest, if we're going down the aisle in Publix, so you're going down the bread aisle, you're going to see a whole bunch of different types of bread.
Yes.
So Estelle, even if you are an overthinker, because trust me, I'm an overthinker myself, try journaling. I know for me, journaling really helped me. It was like a release of just like thoughts, ideas, visions. And like after I would journal, I would just feel like a sigh of relief. So try journaling. And your support system. Who's your support system? Who keeps you grounded? Who hears you out even though you might have these crazy ideas? Who are the people that are there to support you through thick and thin, through the good and the bad? Because those are the people that you cherish near and dear, whether it's family, friends. Overthinking, I need some work on it. So Estelle, you and I could work on that together.
Right. And we all do it. We all do. And I hope that answered your question, Estelle. Someone says, are you doing virtual classes due to different during these different times?
You know, a lot of people have asked me to do virtual classes. And initially, I know, I refrained from it. The only reason why I did refrain from it was because I'm so like, I want to be able to tell you, like, you know, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot.
As you should.
I'm going to give it a shot.
But these questions were really, really, really good. I'm enjoying these questions. If you have more, keep them coming. We're going to go ahead and jump into the next question. Okay. So now that you found, you know, your passion, you have education, you have makeup, have you ever tried anything outside of those two things? Or, you know, do you feel like this is it for you?
Outside of these two, necessarily, no. Outside of these two, no. Education has definitely been a very big platform for me. But what I will tell you guys, transparency moment. I did graduate from FAU with my bachelor's in elementary education. And, you know, parents, they want you to go for more. They want you to go for the master's. They want you to go for the doctorate if it's possible, you know? So I actually enrolled at a school to begin my master's program in educational leadership, actually. Because I was like, all right, you know, I'm doing the education thing. I could be a principal. I could be an AP. I could be in the leadership role. And when I got into it, baby.
Listen.
No. That was a love. It's not for me. My heart is too big. My heart is so sensitive when it comes to kids that going into that made me realize that there are a lot of politics involved with a lot of different things that we may not realize. So I tried going deeper into the education and I was like, all right, this is not for me. God willing, I know that Shop She's Royalty is going to pop off. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it's going to. And I know that my education is going to go hand in hand with that because, again, even though my master's did not work out, I can know that, hey, I tried, but honestly, truly, it's not for me. It didn't make me happy, Ludi. It did not make me happy. I literally was going to get my master's from my mom.
Right.
And sometimes, you know, she'll throw some jabs. She'll be like, oh, mais ou connaît, c'est pas pigeon, moi vin pigeon. No, connaît ou toujours à l'école. And I'm just like, nah, no, I can't. Like, it's not, I can't do it.
It's not it. Be true to yourself. Yeah. Somebody just said, be true to yourself.
Absolutely. Be true to yourself because I'm not going to suffer for a piece of paper. And then next thing you know, I'm paying a whole bunch of more money and y'all only pay me a fraction.
Right. Talk about it. That's so we're going to go into the next question. We talked about your why. So what are some books, you know, have you read that helped you on this journey of, you know, discovering, you know, your purpose? You know, maybe if it's not any books, are there any, motivational speakers or even makeup gurus that kind of keeps you, you know, amped up to pursue what you're doing? And if you can just share that with the list, with, you know, with the group of.
There are several. Reading, I know, even though I'm a teacher, I can read more. I can read more. However, there are two women. Actually, there's several women that inspire me a lot. One, Karen Civil. I'm not sure if you are familiar with Karen Civil. She is a Haitian American entrepreneur as well. She is known for like putting J. Cole on the map, Nipsey Hussle, YG. She is a very big person in the music industry. Her best friend Ming Lee started her hair business with $500, and now Knob Mob is like OD. Like those two women, business wise, definitely opened my eyes. And again, Jackie Aina. I love
her story is amazing.
Aina can just be into the makeup, but she's going to be so real, so raw, so relatable, and she's for the people. She's for the betterment of people. It's not just pour faire ouais pour acheter figi moon. Jackie for sure has been a huge one for me because I always call myself the Haitian Jackie Aina. Right. And another one, Aaliyah J. I love Aaliyah. Her and I have the same birthday. Her spirit, her aura, the way she still goes about things and doesn't care about what people says. Those are the type of women that I look up to. And I'm like, all right, we need a Haitian one. Let's put Haiti on the map. And even if it's not just Haiti on the map, let's just truly live within building each other up as women because it's too many snakes in the grass.
Right. I like that. So we're getting ready to wrap this up. If you guys have any more questions, please go ahead and do so. Them. She's really enjoying them. I listed her YouTube link. Go ahead and subscribe. I also listed her IG account. Go ahead and show some love and just keep.
I'll drop my website for you guys as well too, if you're willing to.
Yes, please.
Interested in purchasing. Well, I have some products with myself. I could always, showcase those products as well.
Absolutely. Yes, you can. Right. Towards the end, we're going to showcase these things. Yes, ma'am. So, what are some culture beliefs or tradition you followed, for a while and discovered later on in life they were lies that would trapped you from, dreaming bigger?
Education is everything. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Okay. Education is important. Education is very important. I truly do believe in education because what you know in your head, nobody's going to be able to take that away. However, that degree is not going to be the end all be all. My bachelor's degree is not the end all be all because even as a teacher, I don't get paid the best. And it's not going to cut the type of lifestyle I would like to live. So therefore, I had to go into my little box of tricks, or I had to use the tool that God gave me to make ways elsewhere because a teacher salary is not going to be enough at all. So as much as our parents were like, l'école, go to school. Yes, go to school. But that's not enough. It's not enough. I feel like our parents need to have a better understanding that there's so much more than just going to school and getting that degree, because there are a lot of people that are successful and they don't have a degree.
Right.
So that would be one. For sure.
I like that. And if you guys watched the last interview last month, we had a young man, who literally makes 6 figures, and he didn't go, he had some form of, certificates. And if we can be real, a lot of people are banking just going to school to get these certificates, to the point I was like, well, what? I feel kind of bad. I feel like I missed out, but to each his own, and so education is not for everyone. However, in some households, parents do encourage that, and we're not knocking it down,
However, that's not what we're doing. So the purpose
of this channel, the purpose of this segment is to encourage you. If there's a curiosity that you have, don't doubt it.
Dive in.
Go ahead and dive in, dabble in it, figure out where's that fire coming from? Why do I have this desire? What's really going on? And then go from there. Okay.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna ask so two more questions. This is my personal question.
Okay.
So you are a teacher. So
Yes.
Eventually, do you see yourself teaching forever and then being a full-time entrepreneur? Like what's your vision for your life in the
I'm
next
not
5?
teaching forever.
Okay.
I'm not teaching forever. I might not be teaching in the classroom forever. However, I will find a way to still be a light for the children.
Mm-hmm.
Within the education system, there are a lot of things that might not be too pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But I know for sure, just being within the classroom, I've been able to see a lot of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love being in the classroom. I love building a relationship with my kids. I love being real and raw with my kids, because if it's not for people or teachers like me, those students would just be a test score, or those students would just be another kid in the classroom. So even though I might not teach forever, I know that for sure I will do my best to still be a light and to still be an avenue of motivation and inspiration for the kids. Because within the classroom, I literally tell the kids, like, I'm your school mom. Like, I am a mother of 50 fifth graders, literally, and balancing them and trying to steer them into the right direction is very difficult, especially in this day and age. Especially in this day and age, because the kids can be very vulnerable, especially, you know, the girls, the guys, they are so caught up into the rap and the drugs, the guns, all of that, the drip. And the girls, you know, they want to have the long nails like me too. They want to, you know, have the lip gloss popping. But I tell them, I'm like, you guys, like my girls, it's not just about looks, honey. There has to be something in that brain. Education is very important. It's very important. However, we have to be mindful of what exactly we're teaching the kids, because right now education is in a place where it can be more fulfilling for the kids, especially in teaching them their purpose in life.
Got it.
Ooh, I feel like I kind of went on a tangent. I hope I answered the question.
No, you good. So let's talk. We're going to talk about finances before we're going to give you a few minutes to just showcase your products, your lovely brushes, your lashes, and so on and so forth. You know, let's talk about money. You know what? Do you believe in different streams of income? And you know, right now, you know, how many streams of income do you have? You know, and would like to share with us to, you know, just kind of encourage us to get out there and just, you know, have more than one income.
Listen, there is money to be made out there. There is enough money to be made out there. In addition to teaching, I do have the YouTube income as well. In addition to the YouTube income, I have the business as well. So I have 3 streams of income right now, going for more.
Period.
Listen, I got goals. There are things that I want to do in life. There are things that I want to leave behind for my future children and my family, and you know, for others. So multiple streams of income is very, very important, because one is not going to cut it, especially with what's going on with COVID. You automatically see one stream of income is not enough. A lot of people feel as if like their job is secure. Secure where?
Right.
COVID taught us all a lesson.
He sure did.
He taught us a huge lesson. I truly believe in multiple streams of income. I truly believe in maximizing ourselves. It might not be easy, especially with a very saturated beauty influencer. That lifestyle can be very saturated, but there's money to be made, whether it's real estate, whether it's finance, whether it's whatever it is, find more than one just so y'all can have like an extra backup.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Awesome. All right, so right now we're going to open the floor. Can you please show us your products and talk a little bit about it? I know a lot of you guys love lashes. I'm a lashes junkie. I'm a hoarder. So yeah, but I'm not going to show you my stash, but I'm going to leave that alone. So go ahead and talk to us a little bit about your lashes, your makeup brushes, even the look that you have on. You know, the floor is yours, Queen.
Oh, thank you. All right, you guys, I'm not going to even lie to you guys. This was like a 30-minute look. It was real quick. I just did it to be very simplistic and professional on Ludi's platform, which again, I am very grateful for. And hopefully I'm being very open with you guys so you guys could know a little bit deeper and truly get these gems that I'm dropping, because again, social media will make it seem as if like everything's perfect, but it's not. But let's get into these tools. All right, so first things first, I'm going to show you guys my lashes. So I know that there are a lot of different lash brands out there, but they are not She Is Royalty. So here is the first one that we have. My brand colors are purple and gold for Royalty. And this lash style is extraordinary. These are for my extra girls, my girls that want to be super duper duper extra. And you know, you just want to go in for the kill.
Right, period.
Here's how this lash style looks. It's very flattering, very dramatic. It might be a little dramatic for some, but don't worry, I have something for those that might need something a little bit more simplistic. So these are extraordinary for my girls that just, you know, want to be extra. And again, if you guys are interested in these products, you will find them on sheisroyalty.net. So everything is there. The next style I'll show you guys is Slade. This is the most popular style. Like this style is clearly the bestseller. This is Slade. Same packaging as well, but this lash style, what I really like about it is that it suits everyone. It has like a extended wispy end to it. Hold on, y'all, I'm trying to get out the box. It has an extended wispy end to it, which makes your eyes look very chinky. This is very popular. And yes, you can wear these multiple times. I don't have these on today, but I do have on a new lash style that will be coming to you guys soon. This is for more of my simple girls that aren't into too much extra. So I have some lashes that will obviously suit those that are dramatic, medium, and then those that are more simplistic. I do have the lash applicator as well. They are gold and they do have the logo She Is Royalty on them. And again, every queen, wear your crown with grace and royalty because you are a queen. I'm here to remind you guys that you are a queen, because sometimes we need that extra lift, that extra boost to just remind, because sometimes we forget who we are. I know, Ludi, sometimes you'd be like, oh, I'm feeling a little sluggish today, but sometimes you need a little pick-me-up to remind you who you are.
Hello.
Okay. Hello. So lastly, here is the Royal Brush set. This is the baby of all babies. Yay. It comes in a case like this. And I will show you the beautiful, beautiful 8-piece brush set. It comes with 3 face brushes. And it also comes with 5 eyeshadow brushes, 2 blending brushes. You could literally create a whole entire look simply with this brush set. My look was literally with these brushes, 8 pieces. So soft, high grade synthetic hairs. When I tell you this foundation brush is life, honey, it will change the look of the way your face just sits in all its royalty. So all of these products, you can find them on sheisroyalty.net. The business page on Instagram is shop She Is Royalty. And me personally, you can find me on Instagram at She Is Royalty.
Awesome. We also had somebody who purchased them. Susie said the brushes are the bomb.
Thank
So
you.
she is a happy, satisfied customer. So I just want you guys to, again, I put the link on there. Again, support your local people, you guys. Did you guys enjoy this interview? If you guys enjoyed this interview, shoot me a DM because I would love to feature some of your reviews. And this is going to keep her motivated because, again, it's not easy to come on here and share our failures and, with everybody. It's not easy. We have days where we're making sales and we have days where we're not making sales. Yep, so I just really want to encourage you guys, to support her, encourage her. Follow her on Facebook, follow her on Instagram, subscribe to her channel, make a purchase today. Whatever you do, just make a purchase today. And last but not least, I definitely want you guys to send a review. Again, I really want to feature some reviews today, and I'm going to tag her so that she knows that this interview was it wasn't in vain, like she really did this. And this is her first time. You guys. So again, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the reviews coming in because I really want to post them today before bed. So you guys, I love y'all.
Thank you guys so much. Ludi, thank you so much. You have always been a supporter. You have always been a rider. I remember when you and I were literally starting makeup together.
Yes, girl.
And look at where we are. Sometimes it's nice to just take a look down back memory lane and just be like, yo, I came from somewhere. So
and we met at FAU, you guys.
Yes,
we met
FAU. Let me tell you, some bomb people came from FAU, okay? Period.
Hey, Combi Creole.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to just say thank you so much for just inviting me to your platform. I hope you guys truly learned something. I hope you guys are inspired. And again, I'm not perfect. I'm not striving for perfect. However, if I can just help out a fellow queen out there to just remind you like, yo, you're A1, you are all that. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep moving. Let's keep pushing each other, because sometimes I think we forget that support goes a very, very, very long way. So just know that Shop She's Royalty will be the next Fenty. It will be the next crayon case. I speak it into existence because...
And it will happen.
Yes, absolutely.
It will happen.
Absolutely.
Well, y'all, we love y'all. We love you guys. Support my girl. All right, you guys. Bye. Go ahead and wave.
Bye, guys.
Okay.